Hi everyone, and welcome to your Meraki Mat Pilates class. Today is about resetting your body and balancing out all your muscle groups so you can feel good throughout your day and set your week out with the right intentions. So let's get started on your mat. We're going to start at the edge of your mat, so legs are right underneath your hips. You're going to do a nice big inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. You're going to tuck your chin, peel it on down. Think one vertebrae at a time, or you can place your hands on your thighs and just walk it down. Think one vertebrae at a time, or go into that neutral spine as you walk your hands down. Reaching down towards that mat, you're going to feel that nice stretch through the back of your hamstrings. So just getting that initial stretch here. You can start to bend one knee and the other, just little baby knee bends to start to open up that whole back chain. So getting that stretch through your hamstrings and through your glutes. Just alternating knee bends here. 2 more. Now straighten out both of your legs, walk it out to a downward dog position. So you want to think about pressing your shoulders down away from your ears. You're lifting your hips up nice and high, and you're pressing your heels down into the mat to get that nice stretch through the back of your legs here. We're just going to hold this downward dog. You may be a little rounded, and that's okay. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine too. Think about lengthening through your back then, and then try to stretch through your heels and straighten out your legs a little bit more. That way you go a little bit more into that nice extension. 3 more deep breaths. Last one. Now you're going to move into a plank, so you're going to shift your weight forward. Shoulders over your wrists. Hips in line with the rest of your body. You can also lower down into a half plank position if that feels a little bit more comfortable. Also, if your wrists tend to be a little bit sore, you can, or if they get tender from that full plank position, you can lower down onto your forearms. So find your plank position, and you're going to hold it here. So think about pressing away from the mat with that upper body. Keep pressing those shoulders down away from your ears. Engaging your glutes slightly. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, downward dog. Lift those hips up nice and high again. Feel that nice stretch through that whole back chain. You can also walk your feet out a little bit wider. Nice inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth, lifting those hips up nice and high. One more breath here. And then you're going to walk your hands back to your feet. You can roll it on up, or you can walk your hands back up in that neutral spinal position. We're going to repeat this again. So taking your arms down by your sides, nice big inhale, reaching those arms up overhead. Exhale to release. You're going to tuck your chin and roll it on down, or you can walk your hands down your thighs in more of a neutral spine. So it's up to you. As you roll down, you want to think about drawing that belly button to spine, or if you're in that neutral spinal position, you want to think about that extension out through that tailbone. Once you're here, you're going to hold that forward fold. So just relaxing, releasing your head, releasing your neck. Finding that length through the back of your legs. Be careful that you haven't shifted all of your weight back into your heels. Shift your weight slightly forward and lift the arches of your feet. That way you're pressing down through your big toe and second toe, pinky toe and heel, so you have that even pressure, that even weight distribution throughout your feet. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale to release. One more. Walk your hands out to downward dog. So lifting your hips up high, pressing those heels down into the mat so you get that nice stretch through that whole back chain. Lifting your hips up nice and high. 3 deep breaths here. Last one. Now reach into your plank so you can go into that half plank position or full plank position. Do the same thing that you did last time, finding the length through the crown of your head and through your tailbone. Make sure you're not twisting or rotating your hips. Keep them nice and even, and you're pressing away from the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift back up into downward dog, pressing your heels down into the mat. You can always walk your hands back a little bit more to take pressure off of that upper body. You can always bend the elbows to kind of reset the shoulders and then lengthen your arms. You have 5 deep breaths here. Just trying to release through the back of your legs, finding that length, letting your heels be nice and heavy. 1 more. And then you can lower down onto your knees, onto all fours. So we're going into cat and cow next. So shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. You're going to round through your spine, and then you're going to lengthen and open up into extension. So you can move through both directions as much as little as you'd like. If you'd like to do a little bit more flexion, that's fine. Or if you'd like to go into a little bit more extension, that's okay too. Take your time. Try not to pop into one movement. You want to think about finding that connection and finding the ease through the movement as you open up your chest, and at the same time as you find that release and that mobility through your spine. 1 more, and then we're going to add a little rotation. So finding that length through the crown of your head, and then reach to extend and open up that chest. Good, now come onto all fours in that neutral spine. Make sure that shoulder is right over your wrist. Take your right hand, place it behind your head. Now you're going to bend your left elbow. You're going to rotate. So you're going to bring your elbow down towards the mat, and then you're going to open up your chest and find that release. So you're going to bend, and your hips are going to go back a little bit, and then extend and open up the chest as you find that rotation. You have 2 more on this side, and press. Last one, nice big inhale, and then exhale to open and lower back down. So same thing now, but on the other side, taking your left hand behind your head, bend your elbow, lower the elbows down towards the mat, and then you're opening up your chest and pressing away and straightening out that arm. Again, bend and extend. 2 more. Using your breath to help you. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release to open, and then lower back down. So separate your knees, sit back on your heels, and just extend your arms forward. 2 more deep breaths here. The last one. And then you can come back onto all fours. We're going into bird dog next. So hips over your knees, shoulders right over your wrists, extend your right arm and your left leg, and then lower back down to switch. So you're just alternating opposite arm and leg here, switching from one side to the other. And this is again about balancing and resetting your body. So finding that strength in your trunk to help stabilize and connect, and focus on your balance here, and reach and press and lower. And again, extend. Try not to go higher than your hip as you extend your leg. I know it's kind of easy to try to lift that leg up even higher here, but just try to stay connected through that nice straight line. Think about that thigh bone is plugged into your hip bone at the same time. Again, reach and lower. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. 2. Last one. So the next thing you're going to do is take your right arm forward, extend your left leg, and hold it there. So finding that length through your arm and leg, little pulses up, little squeezes. So you're working through your shoulder, you're working through your glute and your hip here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it back down. Same thing but on the other side. Extending your left arm, right leg, finding the squareness of your hips so that way you're not opening up. You're going to keep the hips nice and level. Little pulses up and press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release back down. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up nice and high into downward dog. Again, finding that nice stretch through the back of your legs. You can always bend those elbows. 3 deep breaths here as you release into the stretch. 2 more. Last one. And now lower your knees back down onto the mat. We're going back into an all fours position. So you can always lower down onto your forearms if you'd like. And you can always hold onto the back of a chair and bend your knees slightly and shift your weight forward. So you're going to be at a little bit more of an angle. So if here's your tabletop or your chair, you're going to lean into it slightly. So you're at that angle and you can bend your knees for this next movement. So we're going into a knee hover next. Shoulders right over your wrists, hips over your knees. You can also lower down onto those forearms. Tuck your toes underneath. You're going to let your knees just hover off the mat and lower back down. So you want to think belly button to spine without losing that neutral spinal position. Again, lift and lower. You're firing up your belly muscles. You're working through your trunk here. So if you're holding on to that tabletop ledge, just bend your knees and then extend and lengthen the legs, keeping the heels lifted. 3 more here. 2 more. 2. Last one. And lower back down. So we're going to do the same thing now, but you're going to keep your knees lifted, or if you're holding on to the back of the chair and standing, bend your knees a little bit. So you're at that leaning position, slight ankle forward, knees bent. Now take your knees out and in. So you're working through your hips. Nice big inhale and exhale, working on strengthening that pelvic floor here at the same time. You have 4, 3, 2 more. 2 and 1, and lower all the way down. Reach back into child's pose to get a little stretch. You can flip your palms up to get that release through your wrists. 1 more breath here. And then you can roll it on back up. So find your all fours position again. We're going to combine this movement. So you're going into a knee hover to start. You're going to take your knees out and in and then lower down. So you're firing up through your glutes, through your tummy muscles, finding that total body strength here. Using your breath to help you. Make sure you're not tucking your chin down. You want to keep that nice neutral alignment. So think lift, out, in, and lower. Trying to take your knees out the same distance and think of it as you're initiating through the hips versus the knees. That way you're strengthening through the side of your hips into your glutes. 2 more. 2. 1 more. And lower down. Reach back into child's pose 1 more time so you can sit back on your heels, extending those arms forward. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. And then you can roll it all the way up. So grab your weights, know that the weights are optional. We're going to go into a lunge series next. You're going to stand right on the center of your mat to start, and you're going to hold on to the weights. So we're just going to start out with the lunges, and then we're going to add the upper body. You're going to step forward with your right leg, lower down into a lunge, keeping that back heel lifted, and then bring your leg back to center. You're going to step back with the same leg. So you're stepping back, keeping the hips nice and level, bend, lift, and bring it in. So you're just stepping forward, lower, lift, and in, and take it back. Again, taking it forward, down, up, and in, and take it back. Good, now you're gonna bring your feet together. Start with your arms up a little bit higher. You can do shoulder height, you can do slightly lower if you're feeling it too much in your neck. You're gonna step forward, you're gonna take your arms out, lower, down, and in, and same thing as you take it back, and in. Just trying to make this movement nice and smooth and connected as you're going forward and back here. So taking your arms out as you take your leg forward or back, and press. You can always take this faster if you'd like. Just make sure you're maintaining that form so you're not hurting your knees. Again, lower and lift. Again, back and up. 4 more. And press. Reach. This is 3. And press. 2 more. And lift. 1 more each direction. Last one. Now step forward with your right leg, step back with your left into a lunge. You're gonna sweep your arms up and then bring it back in. So palms face in, you're lifting them up. Try to reach to that shoulder height or a little bit higher if you can. And lift, keeping the hips nice and steady. You want your legs in line with your hips here as you lower and lift into that lunge. 8 more, this is 8. 7, 6, you got this. 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, and 1, and then bring your feet together. Okay, so find yourself back towards that center of the mat. We're gonna switch it out. So you're stepping forward with your left leg now. Just going forward and back a few times. Making sure that you're bending both knees and that you're keeping that right heel lifted as you step forward. And then as you step back, that left heel is lifted. So now we can add that upper body at the same time. Stepping forward and then back. Nice big inhale and exhale here. You can always adjust your lunge. It doesn't have to be perfect every single time. I'd rather you find nice form and feel really solid with the engagement through your muscles as you take it forward and back. Again, reach. You should feel those biceps and those shoulders working here. 4 more. Press and reach. This is 3. And press. 2. 1 more each direction. Last one, and bring it all the way in. Step forward with your left leg, take your right leg back to go into your lunges. Reach and press the arms up and lower back down. So legs are in line with your hips. Make sure that left knee is right over your ankle and you're working through your quads, front of your thighs, through the back of your thighs into your hamstrings. Lower and lift. And press. And reach. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then bring it all the way in. So bring your feet underneath your hips. Hinge from your hips so you're in a squat position, but you're in a smaller stance. It's not a wide stance. Reach your arms forward, draw your elbows back for a row. Keeping your chest open so you're focusing on your posture here. Again, keep those knees bent. If this is a little tough on your low back, you can always come up to a stand here and press. Exhale as you draw those elbows back and reach. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come all the way up. So now you're just gonna hold on to one weight. You're going into squat with your legs turned out. You're gonna bend from your knees. You're gonna lean to the side. From here, try not to lean over too much. You're just resting that forearm. You're gonna curl and lower down. So you're working through your biceps. If this is too tough on your knees, you can always come upright. Just going into that single bicep curl. For a little extra challenge, stay low here. And press. 6 more. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna press overhead. So you're gonna lift up and come all the way down. And bending through your knees, reaching up and overhead. 8 more. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now stay low in your plie squat. You're just gonna punch forward and back. So trying to reach that shoulder height. It's okay to go a little bit lower with this movement. You're gonna feel the strength through your shoulder. 6 more. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come all the way up. Let's switch it out. So holding onto the weight with your other hand, bend your knees, reach over onto your forearm. You can always stay upright, so do the same thing on what you did on the other side on this side. Make sure you're pressing away from your thigh if you're leaning over. Chest is open, you're curling it in and out. And press. Finding that strength through your whole body here. And release. 6 more. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now press overhead, taking it up and down. Finding the strength through your shoulder here. You have 8 more. Keeping the chest nice and open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now stay low. You're gonna punch forward and back. You can go lower than that shoulder height. That's okay. Keep your weight even between both of your legs here. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 2. Last one, and lift it all the way up. Okay, let's place your weights out to the side. You're gonna stand towards the very front edge of your mat. Nice big inhale, reaching your arms up and overhead. Exhale to release, tuck your chin, roll it down, or you can walk your hands down your thighs. It's up to you. Reaching it down towards the floor. Bend your knees, walk your feet back into your plank position. So if you want to come upright, hold on to the back of the chair, go for it. You can also lower down into a half plank position, and you're just going to hold it here, finding the strength through your entire body. Press through your heels to get a little extra stretch. If you're in that full plank position, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your knees, sit back, and just sweep your legs around. You're going to go into a roll down, and then we have a bridge series next. So sitting up nice and tall, reach and extend your arms in front of you to shoulder height, keeping those knees bent to start. You're going to curl that pelvis under, just peeling it down one vertebrae at a time. And you're going to reach your arms all the way back towards your ears. And now just bring your arms down by your sides. So legs are in line with your hips. Press the back of your arms into the mat. You're going to lift your hips on up and then lower back down. So going into those regular bridges, today's class is all about just resetting your body by finding the nice, strong foundational movements like bridge, roll down, roll up, cat and cow. So that way you're connecting in through your core, in through your trunk, and press and lower. You have 5 more, 4, 3 more, 3, keeping those hips nice and level, 2, last one, and lower back down. So now the next movement, you're going to lift your hips on up nice and high into a bridge. Hold it here. Take your right leg into tabletop, lower back down. Now the left side, and now lower your hips all the way down. So if going into tabletop is a little bit too much, you can lift your hips up into a bridge and just lift your heel, or you can just take your foot off the mat. It's up to you. So you're lifting your right leg up and lower, left, and now lower the hips back down. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale to lift, right and left, and lower down. 2 more sets of this. Lifting the hips up, taking right and left and lower. 1 more. Lifting the hips up. You have right and left and lower all the way back down. Good. Okay, so now lift your hips up again. Hold it in that bridge position. You can either just raise the right heel up and down. You can lift your foot off the mat or take it up into tabletop. You have 8 of these. 7. Engaging through that left side. 4 more. 4. Keeping the hips nice and even. 3. 2. Last one. And lower your hips all the way back down. Take a moment to reset. Same thing, but on the other side. Lifting your hips up nice and high. Hold it here. So you find that strength through your hips, finding that length in your back so you're not compressing through your low back here. Lifting your left foot, heel, or leg into tabletop. Lift and lower. Engaging through that right side. And press. Halfway there. 4 more. This is 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower your hips all the way back down. So now just taking both of your legs up towards the ceiling, we have Pilates scissors. So you're going to pulse your leg twice and then switch. Taking your hands behind your thigh. You can also raise those shoulder blades off the mat here. If you're feeling too much stress in your head and your neck, you can keep your head down on the mat and press and reach and switch. Engaging belly button to spine here and press. Try flexing your feet now. And press. 4 more. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hug your knees. Bring it all the way in, or you can place your feet down on the mat. We have single leg stretch next. So you're going to take both of your legs into tabletop, extend your left leg, pull the right knee in, hold onto your shin, keeping the chest open, and then switch. So if you're keeping your head down on the mat, you want to focus on keeping your hips stable. That way they're not rocking from side to side. If you want to engage your tummy muscles a little bit more, those upper abs, by lifting the shoulder blades off, make sure you're not rocking your hips. Exhale as you switch, not putting any tension in your head or your neck. So you can always turn your head from side to side just to make sure. And reach. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, and 1, and release back down. Release and place your feet down on the mat. Now we're going for a little bit of a combo move. We're going into a double leg stretch. So you're going to start with your legs in tabletop. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to extend your arms, and you're going to extend your legs at the same time. Circle your arms, and you're going to take your hands behind your thighs as you pull your knees in. So you can also do this with your head down on the mat, or you can raise your shoulder blades off as you lift to curl all the way back in. So you're going to reach and extend. Nice big inhale. Exhale, sweep and lift. We're going to start by keeping your head down on the mat as you extend your arms and your legs, and then lift it on back in. 2 more like this. And press. 1 more. Now place your feet down on the mat. You can either keep your legs bent or you can extend your legs. Reach your arms back by your ears. Nice big inhale. You're going to exhale to roll on up. So you're going to tuck your chin. You're going to draw that rib cage in together, rolling it on up 1 vertebrae at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. Stretch and reach it forward to get that little hamstring stretch in. And come all the way back up. So 1 more roll down, 1 more roll up. You're rolling all the way down. And you're rolling all the way back up, tucking your chin, feeling that rib cage come in and together. And reach it forward. And then we're going to roll down and go into our double leg stretch for another series. So peeling it on down, think 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching your arms all the way up to the ceiling now, bending both of your knees and taking them into tabletop. Reach and extend, and then circle, taking your hands behind your thighs. You have 3 more of these. Nice big inhale. Exhale to lift. 2 more. Last one. Place your feet down. Reach your arms back by your ears. You can keep your legs bent or you can straighten them out. You're going to roll it on up again. So nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin, peel it on up. Think 1 vertebrae at a time. Flexing your feet, you're going to stretch, reach it forward to get that nice release through that back chain. Sitting up nice and tall, rolling it on down again. So think about curling that pelvis under. Think belly bend to spine, reaching your arms all the way back by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll it on up. And again, reach it forward, finding that length through your spine. And you're going to roll it on down 1 more time. So we have 1 more set of this. So taking your arms up to the ceiling, bend your knees and take them into tabletop. You have 4 double leg stretch. Ready? Here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale to lift. You want to find that length and you want to find that strength in your body. Nothing should feel like it's compressing. 1 more here. Nice big inhale. Exhale to circle to lift on up. Place your feet down on the mat. Reach the arms back by your ears. You can always extend the legs. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Peel it on up, feeling that rib cage come in and together. Flex your feet. You can reach it forward to get that nice stretch in. Sitting up nice and tall. So finding that length through the crown of your head, you're going to start with your lower belly abs. You're curling that pelvis under without letting your chest collapse. And you're peeling it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Reaching your arms back up by your ears. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Roll it on up. And then reach it forward to get that nice stretch through your hamstrings. You can hold onto your feet or your shins or the back of your thighs. You can always bend the knees, and we're just going to hold it here for a little bit of a deeper stretch. One more breath. And then you can bend your knees, keeping your feet underneath your hips. You can shift your weight forward to come up to that standing position. Okay, so grabbing one weight, we're going into a warrior two position. So you're going to bend your knee. Your back leg is straight. You want to focus on lifting the arches of your feet so that knee stays right over your ankle. You can come upright by straightening out that front leg a little bit more and walking that back leg in if that feels better on your hips and your knees. So finding that warrior two position, placing your forearm down on your thigh, you're going to reach your arm up and overhead. Now you're just going to take your arm to shoulder height and lift on up. So nice big inhale and exhale, making sure that that knee is right over your ankle. You're engaging through your back muscles here, so you're not collapsing through your spine as you lower and lift. Again, taking it down and up and press. 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now you're going to take your arm, you're going to thread it through. So you may need to walk that back leg in a little bit. You can take your hand and place it on your thigh and then open to extend. Again, curling under and open. You can go through as much extension as you like. So you can make this a little bit smaller if that feels better on your body here. You're going to feel that right thigh start to engage a little bit more. Again, lower and lift and press. Glutes are engaging. You have 5 more and lengthen. 4, 3, 2, last one. And now you're going to rotate. You're going to turn to the side. Keep that heel lifted. So you're going into a lunge. Hips are nice and squared off. Knee is right over your ankle. So you're bending from your elbow and you're going to extend and bend from your arm. You can keep your arm a little bit more at a low V position or at a T position if that feels okay on your shoulder. I'm one of those people that I like to go a little bit more in a low V. It feels better on my neck and my shoulder. So either one is good. It's really about how you engage through your body here. You want to feel the back of your arm, your pec, so your chest and your shoulder engage. And lengthen. 5 more. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now turn to face center. You're going to hold on to the weight with both hands. Take your legs into that plie squat. You're going to lower and lift, pressing overhead. Nice big inhale and exhale. Down and up. Engaging your glutes as you come up to that stand and press. This is 5, 4, 3 more here. 2, last one. Now stay low. Keep the weight towards your chest. Little pulses with your legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out your legs. Turn your opposite leg so your toes are facing forward. Bend your knee so it's over your ankle. So find that same position you did on the other side. Reaching that forearm down on your thigh, or you can come upright a little bit more. Taking your other arm up towards the ceiling. Zip up your tummy muscles. Think belly button to spine. You're going to lower down and then back up. Nice big inhale and exhale. Keeping that knee right over your ankle. Again, lower and lift. Plugging that shoulder down into your back. So you're engaging through your back muscles here. 6 more. This is 6. Shaking's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, taking it down and up. Now placing your hand on your thigh, you're gonna rotate, so you're rounding through with that upper body and then extending, opening up your chest. Again, lower and then lift to extend. Nice big inhale and exhale. You can always walk that back leg in a little bit more if that feels better on your legs. And press. Let's try 5 more on the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then you're going to turn to face the side, extending your back leg. Keep that knee right over your ankle. From here, you're going to extend your arm and bend from your elbow. So reach and bend. You can always come upright, walking that foot in a little bit, bending your knee, reach and bend. You can go into a deep lunge here, focusing on engaging through your glutes, and press. 6 more. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it all the way in. Nice work. Place the weight out to the side. Come up to a standing position. Take your legs a little bit wider than your hips. So you're going to turn out from your hips, going into a little bit more of a plie squat, taking your hands into prayer. You're going to lower down and up. So you're pressing your arms out to the sides as you lower and lift. Down and up. Sitting low into that squat here. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and come all the way up. Take your legs in a little bit closer, keeping that turned out position. Smaller squat, so it's a little mini squat and press. So just making this range of motion a little bit smaller as you lower and lift, making sure your weight is even between your legs. 6 more. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come all the way up. Take your legs underneath your thighs. From here, take your right leg up, taking your arms overhead, lower back down, and now switch. Same thing on the other side, lifting up and back down. Again, reach and lower. Finding that strength through your standing leg here, and press. Nice big inhale and exhale. 6 and 5. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale, exhale, release. Walk your hands down your thighs into that neutral spine as you reach into that forward fold, releasing your head, releasing your neck, and lifting the arches of your feet. Walk your feet back into downward dog. So pressing your heels down into the mat. Nice big inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then you can lower your knees down onto the mat, taking a seat. Sweep your legs in front. And you're just going to roll down onto your back, extending your leg up to the ceiling. You can point your foot, you can flex your foot. It's up to you. The other leg can be bent, or you can straighten it out. We're just going into this hamstring stretch here. So I usually like to take my hand behind my thigh to start. And I just kind of find where I'm the tightest, where I need the deepest stretch. So right now, flexing my foot feels really good, but it just depends on what your body needs. You can straighten that leg out too. If you have a strap at home, like a yoga strap or a TheraBand, you can place it around your foot to bring your leg back towards your face. And now take your leg across your body. So really try to keep your foot flexed as you take your leg across. You get that deeper stretch through your hip and through your glute here. Two more deep breaths here. And now you can take your leg out to the sides. Now you're opening up through your hip a little bit more. I'm getting all the shakes today in my leg, so it's one of those things where it's good for your body to really engage through that lower body if you haven't done that in a while, or if you have, this is a really good refresher, rebalancing of all of your muscle groups. And now take your leg back to center. See if you can bring your leg back towards your face a little bit more. And release and take your leg down. Okay, same thing on the other side. So extending your opposite leg up towards the ceiling. You can extend your bottom leg if that feels good. Getting that nice stretch through the back of your legs. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Just breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more breath here. And then you can take your leg across your body. So now you're getting a stretch through your hip and through your glute. This is a really good stretch if you've been sitting a lot. This helps to release your sciatic nerve. That nerve tends to get really tight on people, and then if you start to feel any sort of pain down the back of your leg, typically it's related to that nerve. So you want to get a nice stretch through your glutes, low back to help release. Good, so just a couple more deep breaths here. One more. And now you can take your leg and open it out to the side a bit, so that way you're getting a stretch through your inner thigh. And then you can take your leg back to center. Same thing, you can point or flex your foot to get that deeper stretch through the back of your leg. Two more deep breaths. Last one. And then you can hug your knees into your chest. You can tuck your chin and roll it on up, or you can roll to the side to sit on up. We're going to turn to face the front. So just taking a seat, keeping that chest open. You're just going to drop your ear towards your shoulder. So try not to lift the shoulder up. You're just pressing those shoulders down away from your ears. You can always take your hand and gently place it on your head. So you're getting that stretch through the side of your neck. You can close your eyes if it feels good. Helps relax your mind. One more breath. And lift on up. Same thing now, but on the other side. So be really kind, be really gentle on your head, just letting your shoulders press down away from your ears. Try not to let your torso shift on over. So shoulders stay stacked over your hips. And now you're just getting that nice release. You should feel that stretch through the side of your neck to release any tension. To try to take your muscles out of the equation, you want to try just to let your body relax. You can close your eyes and just breathe on into it. Two more deep breaths. and release and come all the way back up. So now taking your legs underneath your hips, you're going into a forward fold. So reaching your hands forward, lift your hips up nice and high. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. You can also shake your head out no, and you can shake it out yes, just to get a release through that upper neck area here. Now try to straighten out your legs a little bit more, lifting your hips up even higher. Try to fold your body in half so you're getting that release through your hips and through your hamstrings. Be careful that your weight isn't all the way back into your heels. You can always shift your weight slightly forward. And now bend your knees, slowly roll it on up, or you can walk your hands up your thighs in that neutral spine. Think one vertebrae at a time until your head is the last thing to come all the way up. Thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.